Rome, 32 BC. A young man is about to declare war, but his enemy won't be a general, not even a man. His enemy will be a woman he has never met, and his weapon will be war. After the assassination of Julius Caesar, Rome was torn apart. Two men claimed his legacy. Octavian controlled the West, Rome, Italy, Europe. Mark Antony ruled the East, Egypt, Greece, the richest provinces of the ancient world. But Octavian had a problem. The Romans were exhausted by civil wars. If he attacked Antony directly, he would seem like just another power-hungry warlord. He needed a villain. Someone foreign, someone Rome could hate without guilt. And he found her. In Alexandria, Cleopatra VII was not just a queen. She was a polyglot, a naval strategist, and a financial genius who turned Egypt into the richest kingdom in the Mediterranean. And she was Antony's wife, his partner, the mother of his children. Octavian saw an opportunity. His first move was brilliant. He didn't call Antony a traitor. He called him a victim. He claimed that Cleopatra had bewitched him with drugs and Egyptian magic. This allowed Antony's soldiers to desert without losing their honor, thinking, it's not Antony's fault, he's under a spell. And it turned Cleopatra into the true enemy. Then, Octavian exploited the fear of the foreign. He attacked Antony's. He said he had abandoned Roman values for strange deities in Egypt's decadent lifestyle. He painted Cleopatra not as a ruler, but as a drunken seductress who wanted to sit on the throne of Rome. Meanwhile, he presented himself as the defender of tradition, family values, and Roman sobriety. The foreign threat tactic, 2,000 years later, is still relevant. In 32 BC, Octavian struck his dirtiest blow. He illegally raided the temple of Vesta and stole Antony's will. The document, which many historians believe may have been forged, said that Antony wanted to be buried in Alexandria with Cleopatra and left huge legacies to the children he had with her. That was the proof Octavian needed. Antony was no longer Roman. He was Egyptian, but Antony had given Octavian another gift. In the donations of Alexandria, he declared Caesarian. Cleopatra's son with Julius Caesar as the legitimate heir of Caesar, and he gave Roman territories to his own children with her Syria, Armenia, Cyrenaica. For Antony, this was strategy. For Octavian, it was treason. And for Rome, it was proof that their hero had turned into a king. Octavian didn't have social media, but he had something better, Gaius. Maecenas, his propaganda minister, and the greatest poets of Rome. Maecenas commissioned Virgil and Horace to write odes, celebrating Octavian's victories, even before the battles occurred. They painted Cleopatra as a fatal monster, a seductress who corrupted Rome's greatest general. Whoever controls the storytellers controls history. By 32 BC, Octavian had won the propaganda war. He appeared before the Senate and declared war, not against Mark Antony, a Roman, but against Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt. Technically, it wasn't a civil war. It was Rome defending itself against a foreign queen. At the Battle of Actium, Octavian's fleet, led by Marcus Agrippa, faced the forces of Antony and Cleopatra. In the middle of the fight, Cleopatra's ships broke ranks and sailed toward Egypt. Antony followed her, leaving his fleet in chaos. His army surrendered. The war was over. Antony and Cleopatra fled to Alexandria. When Octavian's armies arrived, both committed suicide. But their death wasn't the real ending. The real ending happened 2,000 years ago, in that Senate chamber. So, what did Octavian teach us about power? First, attack the partner, not the leader. Second, present yourself as the defender of tradition, even while you are destroying it. Fourth, people don't think clearly when they are afraid. Make them fear the other. And fifth, whoever writes the history books wins forever. Make them fear the other. And fifth, whoever writes the history books wins forever. Octavian's propaganda was so effective that 2,000 years later, we still believe it. We remember Cleopatra as the seductress who destroyed Antony. We forget that she was a brilliant strategist who spoke 9 languages and commanded fleets. Octavian became Augustus, the first emperor of Rome. He ruled for 40 years, and history called him a god. He never had to kill Cleopatra. He killed a reputation, and that was enough. Look around you. Octavian's manual is everywhere. The indirect target. The leaked document. The fear of the other. The control of the narrative. History doesn't repeat itself, but it certainly rhymes.